Hello, beautiful spirit. Wait. This one's for you. I know it's hard, but you got to be patient with me. We're so overstimulated these days. I know it's hard to sit tight and really absorb some information. But today, we're doing magic lessons number 7. And that is the guardian of our heart, or the true name of our heart. Or, in ancient cultures, it's often been called our spirit guide, our animal guide, or whatever you want to call it. It has often been animals because it's common for our past lifetime to have been an animal or to have been very connected to an animal. So when we're born into this lifetime, we're born into it with many different spirits and guides attached to this body. And it's not necessarily always an animal. I just use that example because it's been one that we've followed a lot in our cultures. So, true names are very, very important. A true name gives you the ability to manipulate or influence different energies that we interact with in the world. So, it's very important that if we discover any of our true names, we keep those very personal and to ourselves. They're not to be shared because they give you the power to manipulate or influence something. Meaning, if you already know the true name of your heart, you gain the ability to influence or manipulate that entity or spirit or energy. Now, if that energy is, for example, a beaver spirit, that doesn't mean your heart's true name is Beaver. It means the guardian of your heart is a beaver spirit, and you have to figure out what he's called. So even if we don't necessarily know the identity or the name of the guardian of our heart, example, the beaver spirit, that's fine. Because we've been utilizing lesson number 1 and observing and absorbing reality. And through lesson number 2, getting to know your feelings, you should have observed and absorbed some patterns and just some truths to your spirit. Things that feel good, things that don't feel good. And if you're sitting there saying, I have no idea the identity of my guardian, or his name, or her name, or its name, that's fine, because I've got a great exercise that's really going to level that up for you. Make sure you have your heart's compass anchor for this exercise. And it's essentially going to bring our heart's compass to level number 2. So if you've been struggling with your heart's compass, here's a chance for it to get a whole bunch stronger. So the way we're going to do this exercise is we're going to bring our awareness into our heart. And as we become more and more focused on our heart, we're going to start to lengthen our breathing. Bring our awareness into our breath, into our chest. This exercise is going to take around 5 to 10 minutes before it starts to really come into your field of awareness. What we're doing is we're bringing our awareness into our chest, focusing it on our breath, the rhythm, and we're trying to feel our heartbeat without putting our hand on it. We want to feel the ring of our heart through our entire being. Once we feel that ringing in our whole being, we're going to start asking ourselves questions. However, here's the hard part. We do not want our awareness to leave our chest. We want to kind of use the peripheral vision of our awareness to see images, words, however your thoughts are processed. It's going to flash really quick through. And you don't want to let your awareness get pulled up there. You just want to absorb it and let it ruminate. But keep your awareness down here, because if you let your awareness falter, your mind is going to get in the way. 5 to 10 minutes before you start to notice the thumping of your heart. And it's probably going to take at least 2 weeks before you can hold your awareness in your chest without letting it stray. And it's okay. It's good. Like, a lot of these processes are going to take a minute because these are things we should have been practicing our whole life, but we haven't been. Once we start to be able to hold our awareness in our chest without it straying, then it's time to start focusing on asking our heart the deep questions. So this is like Heart's Compass level 2. Heart's Compass level 1 is yes or no questions. This one is more in-depth questions. And it gets really easy once we're able to influence our heart's guardian or our heart's true name. We want to try and avoid manipulation. This is the dark side of this magic. We don't want to manipulate. When have you ever wanted to help someone that was When have you ever wanted to help someone that was manipulating you? You didn't. When did you ever feel happy when you were being used? You didn't. So, you want to influence, you want to build up this spirit, this guardian, because you are making a relationship. Just as our body is a collection of many different organisms, our spirit is a collection of many different energies. So, stay beautiful.